coming at my neck over BS.
Yes.
But
So UI no stamina just asked. He says, "Why don't you like Batman?" Okay, so
go first.
first and foremost, I don't like Batman. One, because of his fans. I don't like his fans. Now, that's one. It's not the main reason. That's one reason. Let me explain why. I don't like Batman's fans because you will hype him up. You will say that, oh, he can solo God, he can be Darkseid, he can solo the whole entire Justice League. That's what the fans will say. That is that, and that's a majority. It's not a minority of you guys saying that shit. It's a majority of you who are walking around saying, well, Batman can do this and Batman can do that and Batman can he's peak human with superhuman feats or something like that. But then it's crazy how like he gets screwed over by the simplest stuff, or he allows these simplest things to happen. Now, I made a video where I said he got twice, since apparently the R word is sensitive for some of y'all. But at the end of the day, this is my problem. If you can fight a fully functional Talon while being dehydrated, weakened, if you can be stabbed from your back to your stomach. And I don't know if some of you guys know, but that's where a lot of your nerves are. So if you can be stabbed from your back,
And breathing, and let's not forget that's a lot of internal organs you just jacked up.
there's a
A
lot of
lot.
internal organs you just jacked up, right? Okay, so you're
Mm.
malnourished, so you're starving, you're dehydrated, you've been stabbed through the back from a Talon that like the whole knife went through. It wasn't like a piece, a whole knife went through. So you've been stabbed by a Talon, you're bleeding out, at this point you're pretty much dying, but somehow you're able to beat the Talon. Then not only that, you're able to dig your way out of a hole with little to no air. If that's not bad enough, you can fight for 28 hours straight. You've even been seen to be drugged. People tried to sedate you. You got out of there with no problems. But
But
when it came to the Talia situation or whatever like that, you couldn't stop that. And you couldn't stop it because you didn't want to. Let's just be honest. You didn't want to. You didn't want to stop it. When it came to what happened with him and Talia, when it came to what happened to him and Batgirl, when it comes to a lot of situations that happen with Batman, Batman doesn't stop any of it. Some of you, and what
and
irritates me
mhm.
about the fans is the fans will sit there and make hella excuses for it. They'll go, well, you know, people have free will. Batman you told Robin not to go after Joker, bro. If I tell my child, hey, the stove is hot, don't put your hand on it. If he puts his hand on that stove, it is my fault. Because one, I knew it was on. I knew my child was going to be in danger if I let him go in that kitchen. So I should have done everything I could to get my child out of a situation that would have caused a problem. Go for it, Shango.
That's a bad analogy. I'm going to tell you why.
Go for it.
If you tell your child to not, if you tell your child
Yeah.
to not pat that dog, it's a full-fledged German Shepherd.
Yeah.
You tell your child you're not going to fight, you're not going to do not go near that dog. You
Yeah.
in the house, that child goes on his bike, and he goes over to see the dog anyway, right?
Yeah.
In most societies, they put down the dog, correct?
Yeah.
But in this case, he takes the child, bring it home, takes the dog, and puts the dog in a pound and says, you're going to stay here for 7 weeks because you bit my child.
Yeah.
That's the equivalency of what happened to Red Hood. And this is why when people ask me, like, do I hate Batman? I said, I don't even hate Batman fans. I hate the stands. Because I've actually had great conversations with fans who are Batman fans, and they're not those zealots.
But
They'll even
but
tell you, like, no, I don't.
that's not many of them, bro. That's a small amount of them that's like that. The
Yeah, it
majority
is.
of
And
them
and
are
and
just
and the issue is, and the true issue is like what you said. There's been an inconsistency of writing with Batman ever since Frank Miller got to him. And DC ran with that for so long. And don't get me wrong, I like Frank Miller's work as much as the next guy because he's written a lot of great stories. But he was the one that sparked that whole beef with him and Superman. If y'all really know comics, Batman had no beef with Superman anytime before Frank Miller got to him. Frank Miller did not like Superman. Like, it's
yeah.
just, it is what it is. And when he wrote that story, it added this whole factor, oh, there's this animosity between Batman and Superman. It really wasn't. Them two had no issues with one another. Like, the best of both worlds is literally them two. And because you had this one comic where Batman beats DC's Golden Boy and it made so much money, this added to DC being like, okay, now we're just gonna make up stories where he just pretty much dogs everybody, but we need to remind y'all that he's human, so he can get knocked out with a crowbar.
Yeah.
By Harley Quinn.
Yeah,
And what really gets me is like the imbalance of it all. I enjoy, and y'all can record this, y'all can state this. I enjoy Batman when he's dealing with detective problems on a human level because that's his best written stories,
yeah.
in my opinion. Like, screw the action, screw the fighting. When he's on detective mode, that's when it's enjoyable. But when you sit up here and be like, okay, Batman trained from the age of 8 to 26 and knows every single martial arts on the planet, cool. Explain to me how is he that skilled, but I see him fighting Joker on the top of a roof and Joker's giving him problems. I'm sitting here like,
No, no, no. Hold
Joker's
on, hold on, hold on, hold on. He's giving him problems with a stick.
a stick, a goddamn stick, a stick.
But
Like
no, no,
that
but see, no,
part
no,
drives
no.
me up a wall.
But that's the problem I'm talking about. Like, okay, like when I said the whole thing about the kid going into to the kitchen, it's the same issue because at the end of the day, when it comes to the Joker should have been off a long time ago.
Yeah,
Remember the first Batman movie that had showed Joker?
the Michael Keaton one,
Yes, remember that one?
the goat one, as I call it, the
Yeah,
goat one.
Joker died at the end.
Yeah,
They didn't
you
sit
know
there and
why? Because
argue.
that Batman was like, I'm not about to save him. What is your
No, no, no,
problem?
no. But it wasn't just that one. It was that one. The next one when it was Catwoman and Catwoman and Penguin. Then the next
Mm-hmm.
one when it was Riddler and Two Face. Then the next one it's like all the villains got what they deserved.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, we lost sound for a second.
What I,
Say that again.
so basically what I'm saying is this: back then when those movies were being made, when Batman fought villains, they died. It's just that they died. There was no ifs ands buts. You
Yeah.
died. You died. You were not going to jail. You were not going Arkham. You died. Point blank simple. But when it comes to the whole Batman situation, this is what it irritates me because as fans just irritate me. You can't keep saying he knows every fighting style in the world. You can't keep saying he's the greatest detective in the world. Then say shit like, "Oh well, Batman was able to decipher a language he's never read before and hack a whole computer." Okay, cool. Okay, cool. He's that intelligent. Great. Got it. Got it. Thank you for telling me he's that intelligent. How are you that intelligent and you keep getting screwed over by simple things? You get beat by
I
you
would
get
say I would say the worst Batman, the second worst Batman I've seen. Well, no, he was one of my favorites. But the worst situation for Batman
this
that
this
really
one guy
sapped
said
Batman's intelligence.
Arkham was closed. Yes, Arkham was closed. They were
But like Arkham was closed. But I feel like one of the worst stories I've ever seen. I don't blame Christopher Nolan because he had to do what he had to do because Heath Ledger wasn't alive.
yeah.
But I feel like one of the worst things they did was actually in The Dark Knight Rises because The Dark Knight and Batman Begins are actually two of my favorite superhero films because they were so well written and it was so well balanced and like the whole thing with Liam Neeson's character when Batman saw Ra's al Ghul, he was like, "Oh, I don't have to kill you, but I don't have to save you neither." I'm out. I'm like,
Basically,
cool. That's what you need to get done. I mess with it. At the end of The Dark Knight, well, guess what? I don't need the world to know Harvey Dent is just messed up and he's just crazy. So I'll take all the blame and the cops, y'all just do whatever y'all do because y'all can't catch me anyway.
yeah.
So, but then you get to
That didn't that made things worse. That's what I'm saying. Like he doesn't take the proper action and do what's needed. So you're not a hero because you're not willing to do what like bro. I'm not kidding. Batman fans make the most craziest excuses. Like, well, why are you mad that Batman doesn't kill his villains? I mean, obviously the justice system keeps letting them go. Well, obviously it can't. The justice system can't be trusted. So if they can't be
and I'm gonna say something real quick off that one. That's a contradiction because Batman literally is breaking the law. He literally goes like his whole mo is I'm above the law.
exactly
Well, are you? Are
exactly.
you? Because
Hold on, no, no, no,
I'm not seeing.
hold on. You are putting men who are trying to feed their kids in prison for doing the same thing you do every night. You blowing up buildings, you destroying stores, you beating on people left and right. But the same people who can't get a job, same people who can't feed their families, these are the ones you're gonna be. No, no, no. You're not gonna just say, hey, you don't gotta rob and steal. I'll give you a job. You know, I own Wayne Tech and such and such and such. Just come work for me. No, no, no. You're not gonna do that. No, you're not gonna do that. You'll just beat them and send break their bones and everything like that, and then send them to prison. But when it comes to the Joker, who has probably killed a million people that same day, you'll take a whole beating from him and get him the help he somehow needs. So
And you know what gets me? And you know what gets me is when you bring up how many people the Joker killed. I've heard people say, "Well, Joker's only really killed if you're not counting Injustice. He's only killed like 5,000 people. I'm like,
bro. That's what I'm saying. Batman fans get on my nerves. Like you, like they will say stuff like that, and then I'll just look at them like, could you say that?
what did you just say?
Just
Like, what
say
did
that
you just
say
say?
that say that one more time. You say how many did he kill, dude? It's like only 5,000. So if I kill 5,000 people, you wouldn't have an issue with that. Well, no, it's not that. I'm just saying, no. I'm just it's stupid because like you're making excuses for a character. You can't make excuses for this dude has had sex with his own sidekicks. Barbara was like, I believe, 18 or 19 years old. So technically,
Now the
she's a
barber one, now the barber one was really like the one that everybody I know of DC comic fans, not Batman fans or stans,
yeah.
but I know a lot of these comic fans that was sitting here like, why?
No.
What?
No,
What?
remember, it made the news. That was on. It was all like, apparently, Batgirl has had relations with Batman, and again, you didn't even stop it, bro. Break out where she starts hitting on you and coming after you. You fall on your back now instead of pushing her off and saying no, this isn't right. You know what I'm saying? You're like a daughter to me. No, you just let it happen. You just let it happen. Like come
And
on,
Dick
bro.
didn't take that well at all.
You know what I'm
Dick
saying?
Grayson didn't take that well at all. And
You
then
know what I'm
everybody tried to
saying?
figure out why. And then Barbara sitting here like, I don't understand why Dick Grayson likes Starfire more than me. Starfire did not bang his father. So what you expect, sweetheart? Like what you expect. Plus,
Come on,
personally, I would have took Starfire over Barbara any day of the week. Personally, that's a personal preference.
bro. But
But yeah,
bro,
like
it's so stupid, bro. Because it's like you make all the like okay, like when I said Batman was the R word twice, they're all like, oh my god, he's making fun of of victims. No, I'm not making fun of victims because he's not a victim. Batman is not a victim. He lets half this crap happen. All he had to
yeah,
do, if he didn't want anything to happen to his Robin, Joker should have died a long time ago. It, all he
no, yeah, pretty much.
it's so much crap he could have fixed a long time ago that he didn't. And even though I'm saying this, bro, I got like 585 people watching. I guarantee you, it's some Batman fans in that group right now going, no, bro, like Batman, they got some magical excuse. You can't make excuses for him. He's not a victim. Stop trying to like they say Harley Quinn's a victim. Harley Quinn is half of a victim.
No, see,
Now,
I
hold
was
on, hold
very
on, hold on,
pissed
hold on.
off with with
Harley Quinn
DC with Carly.
hold on. Harley Quinn has gone through some stuff that is true, but it's a lot of crap she's done without Joker's influence. It's a lot of
Yeah,
crap she's done. So you
she was.
like
Yeah,
at
yeah,
some
no.
point, when do you stop blame? When do you stop? Oh well, she's a victim. No, bro, come on, really? Like you can't. That does not excuse the lives she's killed, the people she's hurt. It's just that look. This one guy said no. This one girl said Batman needs therapy. Yeah, he doesn't just need therapy. He needs to stop being a hero because you're not a hero. You cause more problems than you solve. And every time there's a problem, every one of his fans will make several thousand excuses. Like, bro, like I'm so serious. Like, I said, bro, in the same video when I said he got R word twice, I literally said he's got contingencies for his mask coming off, but he doesn't have contingencies for his pants. Again, Batman used to, if you tried to take his mask off, it would release gas. If you took Batman's belt off and you literally tried to get, bro, Lex Luthor has to have a whole lab to get into Batman's utility belt. So why is it so easy for this to happen unless you're just letting it happen? You're just letting this stuff happen to you, bro. Like you're not stopping it. Her. Why is she not in prison? Why is Ra's al Ghul not in prison or dead?
Well, no, hold on. I'm not trying to disagree with you and that. Race should be, we all both got to agree one thing.
Yeah.
Race built different. Race
Ra's,
don't be on
you
the
know
race
what? No, you're right. Ra's,
because race be all over the world. Race be like, I'm not staying in Gotham.
yeah.
No. I will be in Russia minding my business. Y'all got to come to me, and
Hold on.
that's what makes the
Hold on. This
situations
guy
worse.
said his name is Jarver Poo 21. I guess is his name, but he says basically he was saying y'all wouldn't stop her or on God I would let her. See, that's the problem. That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
What race is she?
they
Hold on. Let me clear this for everybody. What race is she? She white, right?
yeah.
No. That's the only thing I date.
Exactly. But it's
Now, if you said it was Storm,
but no. But that's the problem. Storm wouldn't have done nothing like that. Storm wouldn't have done anything like this. So what irritates me is in the DC universe has a problem with like grown men doing stuff to kids or women doing stuff to men. Now, what irritates me the most is remember when I went after the anime community because three people decided to speak for a whole community. It's
You
crazy.
mean the same ones that got mad at me about? Oh well, I don't even want to bring that up because they're still trying to come at me with that. But I've actually came to the conclusion that a lot of folks that was talking to me about that one are under the age of 21 or under the age of 18.
Yeah,
And I was like, wait a minute, I'm not about to argue with children that don't know their own history of their own people, of their own culture.
yeah.
Because you've been seeing my timeline lately. All it's been like, you don't know what you're talking about. This isn't offensive to me. Okay, you don't mind Sambo lips being on you. Let me hold up. Let me just clear this for everybody in my life that's going to say this. King Lion, would you ever draw any of your characters with them lips that we've seen in
God,
anime?
no,
White or black?
no.
White or black?
Oh,
Okay,
I hate because
continue.
when I was a kid, I had my education on my history like real early. And I remember no my grandmother she wanted to I was buying Pokemon cards. I'm not even kidding, bro. I was buying Pokemon cards.
I know where this one about to go.
We were opening and this was and I actually I still have that card. I'm not even kidding. I have that card. It's one of my memories. So I'm opening my packs right. And I'm like, oh my god, oh Grammy, look, I got a Jinx. And my grandmother looked at me. She goes, give me that. And bro, I'm not even kidding. She almost ripped. I said, whoa, what are you doing? She goes, do you know what this is? I said, no, I don't know what that is. So we go and we she looks